Hello everyone! We are back with more Radiant Dawn.
Between Dayan and the Dragon Tribes.
Yes?
Arnulf reveals the identity of the Black Knight.
Yes?
These revelations send Ike's mind spinning in a whirlpool of confusion and doubt.
Do they? Okay, that's going a bit too far. He had like a bit of a reflection, like, I feel like everything leads back to dying, but that was about it.
And he is determined to reach the tower at any cost.
Yeah, well, obviously, like all the other groups.
Duchy of Tanis, near the Imperial capital. Caught in a sudden downpour,
They
take
shelter
in
the Duke's deserted villa. Tanis. I've heard of Tanis before. Revelations. Well, with a name like that, it's probably going to be a great chapter. Tanis Mines. Tanis's Mines. I'm sorry. This is great. I can't remember the last time we got to sleep indoors. We can be thankful for the rain, I guess. Yeah, the decorations are a little overdone, but the beds will be warm and dry. I'm glad I remember this mansion was here. Presumably we're the first people to set footing here since Oliver... Oh, of course. Oliver of Tanas. Yeah, this is the mansion of... We actually got like a battling here, right? Don't you get like a battling here before you go into the Forest of the Herons, you know, the Serenest Forest? Well, whatever. That's cool. I mean, Oliver has quite the crib. Presumably we're the first people to set footing here since Oliver was posthumously found guilty of trading in Herne slaves. Okay, it's like confirmed death. I understand the Senate confiscated his lands and property immediately after the Mad King's war ended. Well, someone must be living here. The place is spotless. By law, there shouldn't be anyone here. I wonder if someone's squatting. Squatting. I know what squatting means. It doesn't feel very medieval. Like something someone should say in a medieval setting. Is something wrong, Raphael? I feel that we are being watched. I sense no malice, but there is definitely some sort of presence. Perhaps the master of the house? I'll bet we find out soon. No info. Some supports. Void Oscar. Okay. We won that one. Because I've actually ended up using Oscar quite a lot, especially in this route, so yeah. In terms of shopping, I guess I want to check out the bargains. Chest keys. This tells me there's going to be some chests to open. Did I bring Heather? Actually, Heather is here. Okay. But I guess I could buy one set of chest keys just in case. Let's go. Interesting. Yeah, it's just the Disciples of Order, okay. The Disciples of Order are here. They just appeared in the outer building. Alright, let's get everyone mobilized. General, come quickly, our friends are in trouble. Friends? Like who? Maybe like... Tormod! Oh, wow, that's actually Tormod, Moiraim and Vika. They are back. Oh man, even for this the animations have to be this slow. Hey, isn't that... It's Tormod. We haven't seen him since the Mad King's War. Extinguish them. Funny you should phrase it that way, you soon-to-be Cinder. Nice. But that should have worked better. Who are these guys? Tormod, your backup's here. Just hold your position. Much appreciated. Don't worry, we're not going anywhere. Wait a second. Ike? What happened to you, Musclehead? That's the first reaction when he sees Ike. Like, Ike is now, like, incredibly buff. I mean, fair, but still. Come on. Not like you're one to talk, Tormoth. You have, like, twice the amount of neck now than you did in the Mad King War. It's definitely Sir Ike. But your growth always amazes me. It's like looking at a different person. Between him and Soth, I'm starting to feel a little inadequate. Well, that settles it. I've still got a lot of growing to do, so I've got to survive. I can't die like this. Alright, let's help these guys out. Get ready for battle. Okay, so a bit of a saving thing. Who's the boss? Yeah. Okay. Alright, so now full disclosure. I was acting a bit like a fool, but I have to say, I knew that Oliver was alive. Because I know Oliver is playable. I know Oliver is playable in Radiant Dawn. I knew this in Path of Radiance. I don't know how the fuck you're supposed to recruit this guy. Probably just talking with Ike is enough. Like, he cowers, and he's actually a pretty promoted Saint with Corona. And Nullified Resistance. I mean, that's not that powerful because it's only 37 damage. So as long as you have more than 37 and you don't get doubled by 20 speed, he doesn't seem that good for this point in the game, but he does have A stuff. So I guess he can be a cool stuff bot. Map full of Legias and everything. Wow, even a lower of health guy. Tormoth with an Arc Fire, a Bolganon that he can't use, and a Meteor. The Bolganon is there probably so that if you had trained up his fire rank so that the auto leveling gets him up to S or something, he probably gets like a full level, right? Or maybe he doesn't gain anything. Also 8 movement because of celerity, crazy skill, big well, the same as always, really. I remember her, yeah, not a stellar attack, but, well, she has the Olivine Grass and everything. And Muarium already transformed with a Lagus Stone in the inventory. I mean, those stats look decent, I have to say. Okay, let's hope that this team and these positions are good enough to save the day. A bit of a, like, immediately into the action chapter, right? Man, I love this theme. Okay, yeah, going through this Legias seems almost impossible. So probably the play is to go through there. There's going to be like a lot of treasure to get. Okay, I guess my first move should be this, right? I go in here, I take this kill, and now I'm prepared to block most of the enemies from coming to the right side. And I just need to take care of the archer. I could also technically dance for you, I think. Although Raphael doesn't fly, so... yeah, he doesn't... it takes a while to go to the upper side. Okay, so I'm safe from that, and I'm safe from that. Do I get control of you? Oh yes, of course, then... and that's going to be not a problem at all. That's a Poleaxe. I mean, I gave some experience to Pika, a little bit to you, but if there's someone I feel like using, it's Tormoth. Oh no, those stats haven't scaled well at all. Well then, Muarium it is. I guess Tormoth doesn't scale well at all. Okay, please hit. At least there's that. Then I can do 4 times 2. He gets a lot of experience, so I could raise him into something. Man, you're such a bad unit, I guess. Like, you have your moment of a spotlight during the early game, but then you come back too late to be of use. I feel like, yeah, you're probably not the best unit in this game at all. I mean, I can see a funny little run where I use you or something, but you're definitely not a staple unit of this game. I thought you would be like a good mage, and I sort of had forgotten about you. And it might be even worse for Vika and Moarim, because I feel like trading up Bjork is a bit easier. Well, I say that and then I get that level. Flare. Great. That's a bit overkill. Yeah, if I compare Soren to Sanaki, for example, I do have to say that Soren has a lot more defense, HP, speed, so Soren is probably, yes, all around better. It's something I have been wondering about for... there was a conversation to be had there. Something I have been wondering about for a while now, and yeah, it's clear. Oliver, Duke of Tanas, have a care. The last time you faced these enemies, you were defeated, humiliated, and your heinous slave trade was exposed. By the good graces of your fellow senators, you were saved from death and hidden away here. Oh wow. You're the fucking worst. Behind the backs of the apostle and the prime minister, we have kept you safe. Do not fail us. I understand, Senator Hudson. Rest assured, the savages who dare set foot in my home a second time will be eradicated for the glory of our goddess. Ugly creatures deserve nothing but an ugly death. You will not regret the lovely mercy you've shown me. He is warping away. Who could have thought? Okay, you go for Ike. Ike might W. If he doesn't, that's okay. Okay, he didn't double. Yeah, Ike definitely gets like a normal... Like his soul attack doesn't have increased damage, but Luna does. So it's literally awakening ether. I mean, it's very strong. That's aggressive movement. Maybe a bit too aggressive for my liking. Yeah, this guy didn't move as expected, and he actually has a lance. Alright, how about this? I go in here, I do the hammer, I go back, and I do the hammer again. Maybe I don't need to do the hammer the second time, but yeah, my dodge is also respectable. Not crazy, but... Okay, it's still a level. Yes, from attacking. Strength skill. Yeah, your speed is capped, so I really should have pre-promoted you, I guess. Let's do this with wind, actually. Yeah, and I want to counter the general with Soren, if possible. He might ignore Soren. After all, he's supposed to, but I've seen the skill fail a little bit lately. So maybe he will ignore Shade. That level isn't great. And I know you haven't capped anything, so please try harder. Well, I can literally just block the spot. Did guess correctly. In the previous map I was talking about how bad Cavalry was. And I said, you know, this might be because Naesali is supposed to be the star. I feel like they wouldn't do this to Nyla. They wouldn't make a map that normal units cannot traverse. And yeah, they pulled another normal terrain map. The ledges are still pretty bad for Cavalry. So maybe the best map for Cavalry, like the best set of maps for Cavalry is Elincia Tibarn after all. But the first Elincia Tibarn map was pretty bad for anyone but Flyers, really. Because of all the forest. Ooh, Adept. Okay, this guy is dead. Please... Door. It can also be broken. Okay, there are enemies inside, so it's not a perfect plan. You can do 17 and you can do probably a bit more. Yeah. So it's not great. You know, training archers in this game might be much better than I realized. SS? SS. Can we take this kill? Floret is enough. Then the Floretis is. Yeah, I wanted to give Shinon the buff too. He actually prefers going for Mia. I mean, it's not that surprising. Vantage. Well, that was a surprise. I kind of forgot you had Vantage. And I forget that Vantage can proc at any moment in this game. I always assume it's going to be like Awakening Fate's Vantage, where you have to be under half health, and then it triggers always. Wow, you're getting Savage a lot in these chapters. Were you like bothered because I said Naesala was proccing it a lot in the previous? Oh no. No, that's not it. That's not it. That's a bad level. No matter how you spin it, that was bad. Not very accurate either. I don't think I double a Poleaxe, but it's enough to get me to level 21, which means glass change. So on level 21 you don't get a level, like you don't get the stats. I guess that makes a bit of a difference. Okay. Cool. I don't remember the name of your wyvern, but I know it's like actually named. 27 speed and more importantly a higher cap, meaning you can keep getting speed now. Okay, so open the chest. What the hell is that? Why does it look like two Donald Trumps in a Super Saiyan outfit? And this is it's probably a well-known picture. I don't know. I don't know that much about. I know about art, but I'm not that knowledgeable. Okay, show me ranges. Okay, that's good. Steel bow. No fire mages, really. I don't see any. I see some, like, saints. You could go for a sleep on Nyla. This is an arc fire. This is like the one menacing enemy against Nyla. I need to move my cavalry through this side. That's the whole point of me clearing, like, everything. Ike completely destroys you now. I mean, the damage is considerable. I guess Ike does have a weakness, and that's mages. But at the same time, would I rather have battled mages, Ike or a mage of my own? Because, yeah, my mages are tanky, but they also don't do a lot back. Ike might not be crazy, but he kills in the counter. Alright. Speaking of killing in the counter... Ike, can you get like ether to make this? Yes, okay. Don't even force me to get a heal on you. Yeah, I guess the self-sustain is also quite good. If the enemies don't want to move, then I could take this kill with Nyla and advance from there. No, they are quite aggressive. I still think this was the right idea. Like, I might be losing on a bit of experience, but overall... Oh, okay. Yeah. I forgot that this game is bullshit. A statue fragment. Oh, that increases constitution, right? Yeah, build. Increases build by 2. Level up for Mist. Finally. Okay, that's a very good level. That's a very good level. So why didn't I get those levels before? Okay, playing the critical then. Disenchant chance at critical 35, yeah. And disenchant at Doyen. Okay, that worked. Now, Ike I can one-round you, but he has a bit of trouble against the archer. And you can... You can't block the archer and at the same time attack someone. You can go for a single killer. Oh yeah, you can attack with the Aquar. I guess that's my play. Aquar and then Ike takes the kill. Maybe I should have actually started with Ike, because why do I want to take the counter? I'm risking the critical, but okay. Now Ike kills, and that's about it. That means I block this guy. He can now only go for Mia, or yeah, well, I should have tried with Ike first, because then I could actually weaken the other. That's fine, that's fine. As I said, giving the experience to Nyla might not be ideal, but she wasn't able to weaken the enemy without taking the kill, so might as well. There might be some reinforcements in this turn. If I just got reinforcements on the right, I'm guessing I could get them from the left. That could have been a kill if I got critted. I have to be careful. Whoa, okay. That's dangerous. Need to get Mia out of danger as soon as possible. First of all, by giving her a well-appreciated heal, and then probably by putting Ike there. I'd say Ike is the only unit that can afford... Oh, we can go through here. Didn't get me the level, but you probably will. Is that SS? SS. Whoa, what? Access. You could use access. Interesting. Okay. Now, I feel like there could be a warp now. Silence. Well, I just got resistance, actually. That's not silence, that's sleep. And you actually prefer going for Nyla. Which I mean, I get. Yeah, there are enemies warping in, but thankfully in a place where I'm not yet. Okay, I can't actually do any other Galdor, it seems. So I'll have to go for this. The short axe goes for Nyla. And... Okay, the guys that just appeared are quite aggressive, but I'm guessing the generals aren't. Oh, brother. Okay, how about I do this? Because you know. To have you go against me on the next turn and fail miserably. That's a cool level. More strength and speed, I like that. You die against Ike, you die against Ike, and you don't die against Ike, which is a problem. Especially because there's more people coming from the other side. Okay, so the spear against you, how does it... It's not very accurate and I should be doubling back. I get hit. And I don't double. Wow, great. Yeah, that's what I wanted to see. Oh, that's a good level. Maybe I just broke the amount of speed I needed to double. Well, as I said, you have now gone into the territory where I can just kill you. Okay, that mage. I didn't pay attention to what he's carrying, because all of the enemies are yellow now, so I sort of assumed he was a thunder mage, but he could perfectly be a fire mage. And then Nyla is actually taking some damage there. Okay, one of them can go for Nyla. That was intentional. So yeah, he's dead. I will just keep holding off this group of assholes. Bika... She doesn't want to take on you, so I guess she just waits. And then we do this. And I take on the Hellfire. I don't love it. A bit of critical, enough to make me feel insecure. Let's go for the Brave Axe. I know it one round, so why not do it? This might be the kill that pushes me into actually doubling other enemies, so I should invest into it. Right? You can say it like that. Yeah, in fact, you know who I could be able to double now? This fucking guy. I don't have as much movement with Yill either, by the way. Like, Yill is also taking a penalty movement, I realized earlier. She also has -2 movement because of being indoors. I guess it makes sense. Galder. Don't think I'm going to move both at all. Just, you know, just approaching. I don't think you move either. Honestly, I think that this is probably a safe place to put... This is a safe place to put Shinon. Yeah. Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Then this is what I want to do. Dead eye, whatever. Jumps so high that he could almost bonk himself against the roof, but that's good. You can see the enemy sleep for a little bit before they die. Oh, the sleep. That's true. Yeah, she goes to sleep. Okay, that's bad. That's pretty bad. Well, I could get a stun now. Maybe range attacks don't proc skills. I don't know if I've seen a range attack proc skill yet. Here I'm sleeping, so I don't counter. I even got Vantage. Vantage keeps her sleeping. Okay, you go for Ache. That's alright, I guess. And that's a physic. Okay, that's annoying. I didn't realize that could be done. Yeah, I really want to restore, but I don't have a restore. Okay, I mean, should be able to do this easily now. Sorry, Ragnell. Yeah, the Ragnell is just slightly better, you know, just 13 more might. Silly. Silly stuff, really. There goes. Are the growths in this game insane, or am I just getting lucky? Because I feel like every level has been almost more than 4 stats. Okay, 2 mages. Arcwith and Arcwind. I guess to prevent you cheesing this with like a... Ooh, okay, a bit of critical. I'll go for this then. Yeah, I don't really see the point of the Arcwind. I guess you don't have to take Yill. You could have taken like Marcia in this route or something. I mean, I need to kill the crossbow, and the other guy I can kill if I'm able to. That's we're fine there. That's okay too. Raphael, you should actually not transform Raphael because his movement gets worse, which I know is incredible, but it's the way it goes. So now we take the kill. And the last guy, I could try an attack with Soren. I mean, for coolness sake, but I don't know. What am I taking? Sword. Yeah, it's not worth it. Okay, that's a windage. Actually, that's the Tempest blade, which isn't the Storm blade. It's just higher level. Okay, the guys coming from below are going to become a problem for Mist. If I'm able to take care of the guys in here and form like a different blockade, then we are fine. But I really need to kill the armor now. And now, Oscar, please tell me this wasn't a bad idea. I can get critted once. And I survive. Because I know you double me. Okay, I dodge both. Even better. Yeah, because of the Void support. Yeah, Void is in range. Alright. Oh, bro. Oh, bro. Rout the enemy. Yoy, that's exactly what I wanted to see as an objective, considering the enemies just keep appearing. Okay, a blue gem to sell. At least there's that. You don't have a silence anymore. Physic. Unlock. Why would I guess it's there to steal, mostly. Yeah, they aren't that menacing. What is it? Oh, it's an S rank. Yeah, then definitely. Sorcerer's Blade imbued with the power of Gale Force Wind. Can strike from near or afar. Kind of inaccurate, but you know, 5 critical, good stuff. Good stuff. You don't move. So I'm not going to be afraid for Soren's life, and I think he could actually tank it. That works. That absolutely works. And I can even go up here with Mist. Like, just after, well, I get a level even. Okay, Paragon is absolutely broken. I have to remember, you know, to use it whenever I replay this game. But yeah, I'll get to use it full. Can I counter away? No. That's okay. We should be able to survive a Silver Great Lance. The warped in enemies is just... has to be one of the worst things about part 4, because the maps themselves I sort of enjoy. But route the enemy with random enemies appearing every turn, yeah, that's not it, bruh. That's not it. Okay. So, what about this? Rethiam. So, lots of money. Oh, talk with Tormod. Tormod, it's been a while. Holy moly, you're absolutely huge. I feel puny next to you. That's because you're puny. Maya clearly doesn't give you much muscle tone. Oh, I suppose that's true. Still, it works pretty well for winning battles. Actually, Tormod. What? Did you actually get smaller? Nah, you just can't see me properly because of all your blood getting pumped to your muscles away from your brain. A little touchy, Tormod? Whatever, we have work to do. Why would you say that? Like, come on, be a good dude. Oh, Morim. Morim, we've got your back here. Are you ready for this, guys? Absolutely, Zoraik. I'm glad to have the chance to fight with you again. The pleasure's mine, Morim. You're a good man. Thank you. And this is what I wanted. To block this. And now... if you are going to throw 1,000,000 enemies at me, don't mind if I just use the most powerful unit available to completely decimate them. Oh, wow. Yeah, yes, pick map design. Like I can keep doing this for a long while. I don't really take any damage, but the problem is that I'm taking another what? 12 enemies per turn. Also some mages here, just in case, you know, you're using Nike too much. So they bring some mages. Just to be annoying. The problem with the mages is that they will probably find the path, you know, the direct path through the right to be the fastest. I'm going to try and block the other place with... I shouldn't do this, right? No, actually it's fine, it's fine. Even if there's like, what? Steel Poleaxe, and Silver Sword. That's going to be Nyla, actually. And then it's going to be Yilin here. This game simply is no place for convenient utility units. Utility is useless. You just need map clearers. If the unit can't take on 15 enemies and destroy them all, it's not a good unit. That's what I'm getting here. Like, yeah, sometimes things like flying and, you know, having high movement and having range are also important. But the most important thing is to not take damage, deal a lot of damage back, and be a monster in the enemy phase. Because player phase, yes, doesn't matter that much. Who can reach there even? Even if you have like a... Oh, you have a meteor. Okay. Scary. Well, I don't think there's anything I can do about that. I can guard some of my Beast Lagoos. Meaning more aim, basically. Yeah. Like, Morim should go in here, just to not get attacked by that. And after I dance, I should also rescue Raphael. Because I don't want Raphael to get hit by Meteor. When he's untransformed, he probably gets doubled and killed. We saw Leanne getting killed by a Perch. So, yeah, his speed is what? 7. So, yeah, he gets double and kill, probably. Okay, that's enough. Now you're blocking. And now you're blocking. Silver Bow is enough. Good, good, good. And yeah, the meteor is a problem. But as I said, I just have to take you out of there. Okay, you go for Shannon. I guess you just wanted to be annoying because it's better for me if you approach and I can kill you with Shannon. But that's okay. I'm pretty sure I double back with Shannon, everyone here, so... Oh! Cool animation on the map sprite. That's just very cool. Alright, 1 and 2. Last guy also wants to suicide on Shannon. Because if he does, I will just approach the one in the bottom, the meteor with Shannon, and kill him. That's another miss, and that's another 1 round. Perfect. I think I can break my silver bow against the other guy's face. This is, and I don't like to say this, but this is awakening types of enemy cluttering. Like, I don't think this is entertaining or good strategy. It just takes away the strategy, and it's all about building a strong unit and killing everything with it. And I'm fine with letting that happen, really. Like, I'm fine with that happening once in a while, but I don't want every map to be like that. I prefer games where you need to play smart, where player phase is more relevant. I still feel like sometimes my mages can do some shit, and like archers in this game are actually sort of good. But at times like this, it feels like fucking Awakening. You know, just drop the strongest enemy, and you know, they have Aether, so they should proc something. And honestly, if I could skip the turn like you do in Awakening, I would. And that's not a good feeling. That's not a good feeling. At least I got my people that were sleeping back. So let's get the chests. Arbalest. Extremely powerful crossbow. Okay. Send that to the convoy. This could be cool on Shinon. Speaking of, Shinon is safe to go here. And just destroy you. I mean, you're holding a meteor, so you're getting weighted down quite a lot. The die. And there you go. If they just stop with the reinforcements now, like if this is the last wave of reinforcements, I guess it was bad, but it wasn't horrible. The thing is, I have no guarantee, so I have to keep playing like the map has bullshit all around me. As long as the unit you bring into part 4 is sort of good, there's at least like a lot of enemies to train them on. So training someone through part 4 is sort of very doable. I was afraid that maybe the game would be a bit too short when entering part 4, but I can see that the amount of enemies in here is... Like already the amount of enemies we fought in these 2 chapters for Ike, for example, has been as high as like the first 6 chapters of part 3 together. Alright. Ike and Jill battle a lot of people. Nyla is going to kill 2 guys in here. And that's going to be it, right? Yeah, there's no range unit in here. Eventually the range units will be no more. And then Jill can have a bit of a rest, you know, like she can battle people 1 person per round because she doesn't actually kill them back, and then I can just clear the rest of the enemies. But the cluttering is real. I'm going to put some units here that I think can stand the attack, right? Like you, and you. Maybe Nyla should have advanced a little bit. Can we get... I just need to give 2 moves to Raphael. So this can be 1. And this can be another, right? Yeah. Okay. Perfect. I can shift, by the way. As I said, I don't think I get a lot of advantages from doing that, but... Blade, Great Lance, and Poleaxe. I want to check if they do anything. I can glare, by the way, and paralyze this guy, but I want to see if they attack you if you are close range, or something. Okay. Show me... Oh, Heather, true. Heather. Glad I brought Heather this side. I knew I needed sort of a thief on some of the sides, and I think bringing Heather to the Ike side is a good decision just because of this chapter. Okay, you go for Ike. Your funeral. 1, 2. Ike seems to have no problem doubling almost everyone. He only has 29 speed, so there are some enemies he just can't double, I know that, but... Okay, and here I shouldn't kill back, unless I get stunned. Which I could. Yes, there it is. Okay. I don't know if killing so many enemies with Jill is a good idea, because that leaves way for more enemies to come. But I mean, it's fine. I'm getting a speed. I'm at 33 speed, which is just pretty great to have. Yeah, this guy does want to go for Nyla, who, by the way, has the exact amount of damage to kill him. Without Savage, I mean. He can always proc that. And now what? Does anyone else become provoked from the, you know, the Oliver room? Or can I approach safely? Physic, okay, yeah. Whatever. Can't say I'm happy about it, but at least I get why that happens. One of the few range enemies, I know what I'm doing here. I take the kill with the short axe. Fine. We go up to a little bit more. Stay there. Trade you the iron axe and then take the kill on the other archer. And now there are no archers. So everyone is going to die. I'm going to try and hit this guy with meteor. Okay. Then it's a kill for both. Is this overkill? Probably. Like using a meteor just to weaken a unit. I could have done it with Bika probably. Bika was probably able to do like 2 or 3. And then I could just counter back. But getting hit by a silver great lance isn't great, so I guess it was okay. Yeah, okay. I can do this with Nyla. I could even dance. Or even better, I can bliss. Yeah, I think that could be cool. Right now I don't have anything to counter with on any of them. I have to trade with you. Yeah, it should be like this, right? I trade you the crossbow. Is the way for you to counter. We wait. I guess I heal. Just because I can. And then I will trade you the Wind Edge and I will Galder. No, I didn't want to do this. I wanted to do Bliss. Okay, doesn't matter. I mean, you shouldn't be aggressive, right? You haven't been aggressive so far, so it makes no sense that you would become aggressive now. So we have Physic, Silver Sword. I could rescue Raphael out to be safe, but I think yes, you know, going for Wind Edge crossbow there is fine. Now if they move and kill Raph... Oh, don't fuck with me. This guy becomes aggressive now? Bro, I don't... There's no way that Raphael survives a round of combat even against this fat asshole, so... Okay. Oh, you are truly a banquet for... And he even has a quote with Raphael. You are truly a banquet for the eyes as well as the spirit. I am quite overcome. Unhand me. But how is it that anyone could risk such a precious treasure like you in battle? What if something marred you? What are you talking about? Don't worry, pretty bird. I'll save you. You need someone who can give you love and protection. Someone like me. Huh? I'll take you away from these savages. I would never let them lay a single finger on you, my precious. No. The yellow cretins mustn't ruffle a single feather. I'll have to kill them. Come now, come to daddy. Wait, what? Did he just fucking join me? And immediately gets attacked by one of his friends because, I don't know, this has happened to me twice in Tellius already. Oh, he gets doubled. Good thing he hit. Good thing it was a Nosferatu, or else I would have lost him immediately. This would have been my first Oliver experience. I can still make a short out of this. Don't worry, guys. I can make a short. In case you don't know, I think my most viewed video by a lot is called My First Thihark Experience, and it was a situation almost like this where Thihark auto-recruited himself and then immediately got attacked by the Black Knight that I was just barely out of range of with, I think it was Leaf. So he got into the Black Knight's range, turned to my side, and then got killed by the Black Knight immediately. It was kind of amazing. He got to do absolutely nothing. Okay, that's a physic, unfortunately, but I think I can finish this map, or almost finish it now. Why do I have Oliver now? And what is happening? Well, this is Oliver. He's a saint, apparently. Not very speedy, but you know, chunky amount of magic, decent defense for a sage, so probably the best user of Nosferatu. Also, A ranking staves, so yeah, he comes with a silence. He can probably silence a lot of people and all that. I don't know. He seems funny. He seems funny. There's probably a way to do like a lot of Oliver Maxim and turn him into a monster, but we're not here for that. We're here to try and get out of here. Try and finish this chapter already. We're on turn 20. It's not okay. It's not okay. Another level on Shannon. See, like Shannon, for example, is a crazy unit, but I don't get as much utility from him as I should, because he's not Ike, one rounding everything with range and whatever. Can you talk with Oliver? Oh no. What are you going to say here? Hold on a second. Aren't these your men? Why are you fighting them? It's quite simple, really. A true guardian of beauty stands with those who are beautiful. If your exquisite harem prince will not stay here in my home, I must follow him. I have seen death. It holds no mystery for me. Only my pursuit matters. Rest at ease, friends. Look, would you mind rejoining the enemy? That's wow. Okay. At least the game knows it's absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, doing that is not good. And all right. Come on. Seems like the enemies won't move even now. Like they are coded to stay around the boss even if the boss is gone. And these ones don't even have attacks. This one has shine. You should really go for him. Yeah, a critical wouldn't kill. A critical is 18 times 3, which is 54, so I survived the critical. Thankfully that doesn't happen, which means you're down. With you down, there's only the healers, the static armors, and the shine. Okay. Yeah, I think I'll dance for Soren. There's a heron statue on the sides. I just saw. There's like different scenarios depending on where you are. Like now that I'm on Oliver's big, you know, room, you don't actually see like the stairs you saw on other places. They don't have a complete mapping of the area like they do, for example, in Fates, or well, obviously more modern games that have the actual mapping like Three Houses and Engage. I think Fates was the first one to know exactly where you are in the map. Because in Fates, if you are attacking from the water into a bridge tile, they show you exactly that. Well, that's a bit of experience, a bit of wind proficiency, and unfortunately for Ike, Oliver has given. Unfortunately for Ike. That was so funny. Well, another storm weather. Another storm weather. I think I just butchered that. It's late. Everyone try to get some sleep and be ready for tomorrow. Wiped out. Not a man left standing. Must be the will of the goddess. You are... Raphael? Oh, you're still alive. I'm so glad you're safe. I have nothing to say to you. So, you know then. What we did was unforgivable. I was against it from the beginning, and I argued with the others time and again. What's the use? It doesn't matter what I say now. Raphael, despite everything, I'm very happy to see that you're alive. But I beg of you, stay away from the capital. You must not anger the goddess. I've seen that man before. He's a pretty influential senator, isn't he? His name is Hetzel, Duke of Asmin. I owe my life to him. Ike, I'm sorry, but can we talk later? Raphael needs to rest. Yes, of course. Okay. So why are you guys here anyway? You won't believe me, but it came to me in a dream, Mike. A dream? Yeah, shortly after that light turned everyone to stone, I had a really strange dream. I don't remember it very well, but it was like there was a voice in my head, whispering encouragement. When I woke up, I knew what I had to do. I knew that everyone who hadn't been petrified was heading to the Tower of Guidance, and from there we'd all be safe. I had the same dream. I thought this must be a divine revelation, so we left the desert to make for the tower. Sounds like more of Yuna's handiwork. Agreed. This is her way of gathering able bodies. I suppose a goddess of chaos will do things her own way. Yuna? Isn't that the dark goddess I keep hearing about? Should I even be listening to her? I can't really put it into words, but I can feel it inside. Listening to her is the right thing to do. I guess it's a lot like the dream you described. Ulagos are pretty intuitive. I feel it in my blood that Yuna is the goddess of our ancestors. Alright, that makes it a little easier to come to grips with. Right? Are we going to hear something about this Hetzel guy? Because I'm trying to think and I don't remember him playing any role in Path of Radiance. But maybe he was the guy that told everyone that Raphael was dead, so that Raphael could escape the, Benion and Serenes Forest and everything. Are you feeling any better? Yes, much. Sorry if I worried you. That was quite a shock. No problem. Can we talk about it? I'd like to know about you and that man. Yes, Hetzel. It was some time ago now, a little while before the Serenes massacre. I was alone outside of a forest. There, I was found and captured by Bjork slave traders. The slavers sold me at auction, and the winner was Lord Hetzel. I didn't know until later, but the bidding for me among the senators was extremely competitive. Lord Hetzel actually spent much of his fortune on my purchase. After he took me home, I fell deathly ill, mostly just from desperation. Lord Hetzel was deeply moved by my plight. He brought me to a temple and spent many days nursing me back to health. I have no doubt that he saved my life, but my wings never fully recovered. I haven't been able to fly since. Okay. So that's why he... Okay, I understand. Lord Hetzel felt terrible. Do you know what he told me? He said, once you fully recover, you can return to the forest. Members of the Heron clan, we can look inside people's hearts. I knew the truth of what Lord Hetzel said. He was being absolutely honest. I knew I could trust him from that moment on. Then, the Serenes massacre. I didn't need to be told. I would have felt the suffering of that many of my brethren from anywhere in the world. Lord Hetzel never said anything, but I knew that the senators had murdered the apostle and blamed my clan. Because of the monstrous ambition of a handful of evil men, my entire race was burned to ash. Raphael. Late that night, I returned to the temple. Something happened to me there. Some sort of force took hold of me. The next thing I knew, I was lying in the sand. If Queen Nyla hadn't come, I would have died right there. I didn't even realize how far I was from my dear home. So Duke Hetzel is both your savior and your enemy. Hetzel was not directly involved, nor did he give orders to those who were. Something about him still troubles me though. Whenever I think of him, I feel chaos boiling up from his heart. I sense it in myself as well. I have the same feelings welling up in me. I suppose that's why I can accept it in him. Your people, the remaining Heron Drive, they have also changed. King Tibarn has said many times that Rayson and Leanne are far from typical Herons. Yes, I was surprised when we met again. They're both so strong, and vitality seems to shine forth from within them. It makes you wonder if chaos is really all bad, doesn't it? I am starting to think that what the world needs is a balance between order and chaos. What do you think? I don't know. I think there are some things we're not meant to understand. Okay. Interesting. Wow, I almost feel bad about this Hetzel guy. I mean, he's a bit of a... Even if he feels bad about all of this, he's sort of an enabler of the horrors that have happened. He does question, being the one that is turned back from stone. He said to Lekka, and I think it was in the previous chapter, how can we be the ones turned back from stone if we have committed a lot of sins? But he also doesn't seem to be directly responsible of the Sereness massacre. He genuinely seemed to care about Raphael. It's just that in a bit of a creepy way, so I don't completely like him. I just understand why Raphael doesn't seem to completely hate him, because he owes his life to Hetzel after all. And after that he was the one to escape. So it's not like Hetzel released him. He just escaped from Hetzel and went to the desert and met Nyla. So yeah, there's yeah. I never thought about it, but the three Herons have sort of a, Royal Lagoose partner, where, Raphael has Nyla, Salah has Leanne, and I mean, it's pretty obvious to me that Tibarn has Rayson, because the thing about the sneaking out of in the middle of the night, sneaking on me, that was wow, okay, that has to be the gayest shit I've read in a while. And nice Fire Emblem we are talking about. Yeah, pretty great chapter. Absolute crazy comedic timing by Oliver there. The talk with Oliver was hilarious. I don't know if I'll be using him extensively, because I do have a lot of healers and plenty of mages and everything. I feel like Micaiah already does what Oliver kind of wants to do, even though he's a bit tankier. And if not, I have Rhys, who's probably slightly better, and I don't know. I don't feel like I'm going to use him, but it's cool that we get him. You actually get Oliver, Tormoth, Morim, and Vika in this chapter. So a lot of new units. Not really new, but a lot of returning units. Yeah, training a team is a bit weird in this game, because you normally availability issues the game, really. Availability is all over the place. Except for Har, who's crazy because he's both in part 2 and 3, and very early in part 3. Everyone else doesn't, they don't have availability. They don't have availability for shit. Honestly, part 3 units like Grill Mercs seem to be the ones that have the best availability, because they have good bases on their classes, and then they just keep going and going and going, and they almost don't miss any chapter from the moment they appear. But yeah, I think this was a cool chapter, cool indoors chapter with chests and everything. I just wish it was a Sis or I don't know, anything but a rotty enemy, please. But why? Why keep spawning? Why spawn 12 enemies in a row in the same turn. That's excessive, and I'm not even in the highest difficulty. So if hard mode has more reinforcement than this, it's going to be absolutely unbearable. And yeah, now there's like to complete the cycle, we're going to play an Elincia chapter after this, and after that, who knows? Might be the end of the split paths, or might be another cycle of 3 chapters, one with each group. I do think that when I divided the groups, I maybe gave too many strong characters to Ike, because Ike is already plenty strong, and then he has Nyla, and I feel like Yill maybe could have been assigned to Micaiah instead. I struggled a little bit with Micaiah. And then the Elincia team. I mean, I guess the Elincia team will be okay once I remove Mercy from Elincia. I have to remember that. Remove Mercy. Remove Mercy. Remove Mercy. Let's hope it's removable. Imagine if it isn't. It could be. And it would be like a very cool, you know, like the Peaceful Queen gameplay and story-wise, but I don't think they would be so evil. They are already evil enough just because of adding it to the skill set of Elincia and then not telling you about it, because Elincia didn't have Mercy in part 2 endgame. I know about that. Anyway, yeah. Next is going to be chapter 5 with some more Elincia, some more Tibarn, and some more Tauronio, because Tauronio is forced into that route. Who else is forced into that route? Rayson. There might be some plot with Rayson. We kind of got a bit of, Nesala Leanne thing, and we got a bit of Raphael, so we might get a bit about Rayson. I don't know. Anyway, that's going to do it for this part, obviously. So if you enjoyed, consider liking, subscribing, leaving a comment, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.